Hello. Happy Thursday. You know, even though I always stream on the same day every time, I still have to remind myself that it is, in fact, Thursday. Presenting Dad Joke of the Week, Dad Joke 39. Were barn owls excited when humans invented barns? It's hard to say, really. Maybe they were. Well, happy Thursday, good evening, and as always, you matter. I'm proud of you. Jesus loves you. I've been forgetting to say that, and then I'd like end stream, and I'm like, oh, I didn't say the thing. I didn't do the catchphrase. And then it's like, well, it's too late now. So full disclosure, there have been on and off thunderstorms in my area for the last few days. And there was a thunderstorm yesterday. There was a thunderstorm today as I was driving or about to drive home from work. I didn't see any lightning while I was in the car, but there was a storm today towards the end of my work day. And right now it's sunny, but I fully anticipate that it could come back tonight. So although the stream title of If I Get Struck by Lightning, the Stream Ends is mostly a joke, if it starts storming and I'm like my power goes out or something, then if I suddenly end out of nowhere, then it might be because my power went out. So we'll see. I mean, again, it's sunny now, but I fully anticipate that it could come back. I guess we'll just have to find out, right? We'll have to find out what happens. I do want to give a little update and just say that I mentioned last week working towards stream goals, working towards getting a perfumery stream done, making it happen. And some good progress has been made on that this week, mainly in I am starting to offload some of my collection. Gave away a bottle to my sister. I'm going to give away a bottle to another friend of mine. I'm actually looking over right now at the bottles I set aside that are either unopened or mostly full, and the ones I could most easily just give away, right? But another big thing is gonna be Twitch monetization, which means that I'll let you guys know when it happens, but once I activate monetization, there will be ads on the stream, unfortunately. I mean, that's just how it is, right? When I activate monetization, there will be ads on the stream. It's it's unavoidable. But I will let you guys know when that happens, and you can mentally prepare for that, I guess. And I am going to try to set aside some time this Saturday to just sit down and practice my perfumery, because I know I've said that a lot, that like I don't feel confident enough in my skills yet to be able to do it on camera. But it's like, okay, I'm never gonna practice by just talking about practicing, so I need to just do it. And so this Saturday I will have some time, and my perfumery kit is over there as I point behind me to where you can't see. I'm pointing behind me into the void. It's back there in the void somewhere. I'll get in some practice with that kit, maybe order some more materials, maybe watch some more YouTube videos. I found this YouTube channel that is specifically for perfumery beginners, which you know, I'm still I don't like to think of myself as a beginner, but I kind of am if I'm being realistic. Anyway, I'm just yapping, but I know that's what am I talking about? Normally I actually, maybe I should do the Thursday motivation thing again, because sometimes it feels like I don't have anything to talk about at start of stream, and I'm just like, should I just like hop right into the game at the start of stream? I know that's what Alyssa does. She like, no yap session, we're just gonna hop right into the game. But then there's some people who do the, basically yap only streams. the just chatting streamers, 3+ hours of chatting. I probably couldn't do 3+ hours of chatting without lots of chatters to interact with, though. Like, I can do this, you know, with just a couple chatters, and just talk for 5-10 minutes. But if I was to do 3 hours of chatting, I'd need a lot of people to interact with. But anyway, don't take that as a complaint. I mean, goodness, the majority of streamers will never have, you know, 300 chatters all yelling at them at once. Let's hop into our Ace of Attorneys. Can I? All right, good. We have game audio. We have game audio. The game audio exists. Let's pick up where we left off, and where we left off was day 3. Let's go. December 27th. So 2 days after Christmas, right? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, and apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements. Not so fast, Judge. He was just thinking. Hi, Obtuse. Hey, it's good to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you. I hope you're doing great too. I hope you're recovering. Hope you're finding time to rest and recuperate. I appreciate you being here. Not so fast, Judge. Yeah, we're being super judgy here. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Oh my goodness. Right, of course. A prediction. Father Von Karma? Is that you call him Father? Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Well, not if I can yap long enough to make it last more than 3 minutes. Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? You must you question everything? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I know it's only been a week, but I forgot just how silly this guy is. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right? I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. The dad goes first, and then you face the daughter in the next game. Yeah, I did hear, well, I know it's not really a spoiler, but I do remember hearing that, yeah, is it, I don't know, Susie Sue Von Karma? I don't think that's her name. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. I don't think Susie Sue's her real name, but, you know, Susie Sue Von Karma. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. Oh yeah, this is the guy who says he lost his memory. Franziska Von Karma, that's her name. That sounds way better than Susie Sue Von Karma. Sounds way more threatening. And way more German. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! I'm gonna point and yell. I object to this witness being called at this time. We've been given no prior notice that he would testify. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! It sounds like he's going to say humbug. Bah humbug. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. The witness will state his name. He doesn't even know his own name. I'm not really sure, yep. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Well, that's a shame. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Why can't you just remind him his own name? The night of the Mordor. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination, but he's going to say, no, I don't want to. Miltank in the chat. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Oh, of course. Of course you would say that, Mr. Karma. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Oh no! He's angry. 3 minutes just passed. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. he like, if I don't get out of here in 3 minutes, my heart will explode. Alright, so remember when I said several times last stream, oh, there's like a false finish in this trial. I just don't remember where it is. I looked it up. This is where it is. This is where the false finish is. So you gotta press on everything. Just after midnight? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered, isn't that right? No, he's so eepy. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. You're in the restaurant where you rent boats, huh? Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Or is it? Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang! And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good, continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. But you couldn't see them clearly? Yep, at the time, that is. At the time? Oh, epic foreshadowing. Then I heard another bang! So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Gasp. Are you sure? No, he's eepy. Uh-oh. Dad? Dead certain, Keith. I love how the sound of his, like, spit bubble is the same as the sound of the gavel. I don't know. It's very silly. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Oh, he fainted. He's dead now. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Not sure what exactly Like, why could... It's trying to present it as like, Von Karma set a trap for Phoenix Wright. But it's like, he could have just said at the start, oh yeah, it was Edgeworth, it was that guy, and that would have been enough. He didn't have to set up a trap or anything. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Aw, man. I'd better act quick or this trial's going to be over. I don't think... Does it matter what you pick here? I guess I'll object. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Again, does it matter? I don't know if it matters. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. I don't know about that. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Aw. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectations. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. The witness may leave the stand. He already left the stand. Bro's taken a nap. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Oh no! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, super dead. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. And then... Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Me. Whoa! It's Larry! Hi, Larry. How's it going? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Oh, what a coincidence. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Obtuse. Obtuse, I like how every comment you've made, like every person we've run into in this game, you've been like, oh no, not this guy. Every NPC in this game is like, oh no, not this guy. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Oh no. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. If only it wasn't Larry. That's what Obtuse is thinking too. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Gasp. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this a new witness to testify. Now! The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Recess! I'm gonna go to the playground. I'm gonna go to the monkey bars. That was too close, yeah. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Huh? Edge of your seat? His Edgeworth? Huh? Okay, that's sorry. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. Why would you do that? I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. The first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. My man has lived a very easy life. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court, and that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. Everything's on Larry now. Yeah, we're gonna cross-examine the heck out of you, Larry, even though you're our friend. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it, so I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang! I looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat, so after I heard that single gunshot I went home. Single gunshot, eh? That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. We've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Alright. Let's do a little savey save. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something. Okay, I think... Let's just press on this one. Where did the sound come from? I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Yeah, Maya, you're useless. Okay, pretty sure we're supposed to present on this one, but which one exactly do we present on? Do we present the gun because it was fired 3 times? Or do we present the earlier testimony that says there were 2 gunshots? It's like, do you present the banana or the photograph of the banana type of a thing? I think it's this one. There we go. Maybe you can do either one. Wait a second, Larry. You only heard 1 bang, you're sure? Goldine in the chat for the Pokey Catchers. But Ms. Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, you only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Listening to music so loud that you couldn't hear gunshots. Stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Well, nowadays, it's more everyone listens to, what, Spotify? Apple Music? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yeah, he should, because I want to keep playing the game. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. That's why I was listening. I think let's just see what happens if we press on this. He's like, what do you mean it's lonely? So you turned on the radio. Right, I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? Aw. You don't know what it's like alone on Christmas Eve? I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, listening to it real booming loud, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Well, if the game designers have anything to say about it. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, hmm? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when he said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Oh no. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how this helped us. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. Okay, so it's almost Christmas, which... Does that contradict this time the photo was taken? I think that's what they're getting at. Anything else? Just after midnight? Yeah, so 2 mentions of it being after midnight. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time on this photo... Let's see what the time was on this photo taken with the gun. When the gun... Oh my gosh, I'm getting dyslexic right now. When the gun triggered Ms. Hart's camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Oh no. What do we do? Order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I think he's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. The empty lake photo taken automatically at 11:50, is that? Yeah, photo taken at 11:50. Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness yesterday, Ms. Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. So dramatic! And the blue lines behind me prove it. Why would this be? How can this be? That was a really bad impression. I'm sorry. Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. My nose was clear that night, man. My nose was clear. I took my Benadryl, I took my Claritin. I had no congestion. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. The gun was fired 3 times. I think we've yet to get to that yet. So maybe that is it. I can't think of anything better than that. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Yeah, me too. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly, if this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Nick, you're having an epiphany right now, but I feel like I'm still catching up. What do you got? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case has the same idea as the murderer in that case. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? It's only safe if we save regularly, Maya. Oh. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean? What do you mean, girlie? I mean, Mr. Wright. So you finally realized the truth. His evil face. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. I mean, I will take a deep breath, everyone. That was nice. Okay. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 past midnight, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. We're saying that Hammond was already dead at the time of the photo, so that means these 2 are not it. So it's Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, right, it's... Well, it's not Miles Edgeworth. It's not Lotta. I think the correct answer is I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah humbug! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Palpitoad in the chat. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? I mean, that's a good question just in general. May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? Well then, where did this murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Oh dear. Is it the boat shop? Is that where we're saying? If you say over here, then they're gonna say like, well, then why didn't the cameras see it? So what if we say it was like over here? Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Oh my gosh. Maybe you should try again. He wasn't even surprised I goofed up. Oh, no penalty for that, eh? Okay, are we supposed to click on the house exactly? Is that it? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. Yeah, okay. I was like around this area of the house, but I was just supposed to click on the house. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on a lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he starts heading home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. Even with that loud rock music that all them kids are listening to, he was still able to hear a gunshot. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. This is like improvisational storytelling, but in a courtroom. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. And he shot him dead. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The caretaker. It would have had to be, right? Yeah. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details, details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Which is why we're gonna save again. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness, right? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Ms. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then he goes for a swim. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. I see. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. And Von Karma's going to be like, hey, but you forgot. You've activated my other trap card. Or is it just going to be... Oh, no, apparently not. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go out to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. That's very specific. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Oh. Okay. Your Honor, sir. We are conducting a trial here. I ask you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness and bring him over here so we can point and yell at him. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Dun dun. Yay, Nick, you did it! Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. Well, you should try being in a different series, Mr. Wright. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. Oh, my guy's going through the psychological trauma. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. This is where, like, he confesses that he has a crush on you or something. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. Uh-oh. Hot dog! Alright, we made it. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life, never. Nick? How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning, me? Yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Oh, that's creepy. Larry, don't be doing that. Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But if from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Oh my gosh. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school, they saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Ready for the lore dump, chat? Ready? It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Because the kids were huge fans of Law and Order, okay? There's no other way to explain it. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. These 3rd graders, I don't know. Are 3rd graders into trials? 3rd graders I know are just into, I don't know, Roblox. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it, y'all. And no borrowing my eraser. Library committee? Do 3rd graders have committees? Now, Phoenix, you know that you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. He had the spiky hair even back then. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! Oh my gosh. I want a Phoenix Wright game where we can reenact this trial. That's the best. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. This is freaking... This is definitely how third graders talk. Miles? Oh my gosh, he had the hair too. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh my god. Okay, third graders do talk like that. I can confirm that at least. This is always how it is, everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. And that's what... I mean... and that's why I became a defense attorney, because a guy said that I didn't steal his money. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Haha. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad! Can we get 50 likes? It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." What? Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. You don't mean... That's why? That's why he became a defense attorney because he wanted to see Edgeworth again. Huh. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? It very well may be. Oh, Phoenix, I can tell you, it won't be. There's 5 more games after this. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so... Okay, took out a couple of things. Let's head over here. Hey, pal, long time no see. We saw you yesterday, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. Post one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. You found a new tie, though. That's good. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. One other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently that park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. All right. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Wait, I gotta check. Is there anything in the trash can this time? Of course not. That old caretaker got away. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Ah, what are you doing here? Oh, he's asking me the same question. Out for a walk, hmm? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes, but from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Being a side character. Nobody's home. Hello, hello! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello! Do we need to examine the parrot? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Okay, I think most of the flavor text is the same. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look pretty puny to you? Well, you know what they say, you should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? A fishing pole. What? What is it, Maya? What's wrong? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. She's gonna miss her soaps. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? Yeah. Well, maybe I did. Alright, do we just have to go inside to see that he wasn't there? Is that it, basically? Alright, where to now? You look grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Maya, stop. Don't snitch. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but... I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. I think that's the first time we've heard his name. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it, yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Okay, where do we go? Where do we go? Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Yeah, no kidding. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay. Were we supposed to find something over here? Everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were lies, but still. Okay. Unless they were eating a samurai dog. You seem troubled, Nick. Who, me? Okay, nothing there. Nothing up here. It's a tree! The tree is our most important clue. Okay, yeah, nothing here. Anything we might have missed over hither? The police took away the actual boat that was used that night. He didn't seem like a bad person, except for when he did. Except for when he shot someone. In the forest, there's someone in there. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Hunt the pixel, hunt the pixel. Okay, I think we're done hunting pixels. Let's just check here again. Play hunt the pixel a little bit more. There's a fan. That fan looks very suspicious. Do we need to, like, present something to Polly? Is that a thing? That reminds me, Nick. Polly knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228! Let's open it, Nick. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten by very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who've ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out onto the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay, but one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, that's what we were supposed to do. Cool. We have progressed the story. Over here? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. Besides, if he was declared guilty, then he'd already be dead by now, so... So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. You know, your screen is not broken. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. You guys know that song? Probably not. In my temporary insanity! In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. I'm trying to tell you that I'm in love with you. The nightmare? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Murder in the dark! Dun dun dun. A murder in the dark. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang! I know it's supposed to be like Edgeworth threw the pistol and it's like there's a negligent discharge or an accidental discharge. Can you discharge a pistol by throwing it? That seems like the safety is broken or something if that happens, right? And with that scream, I awake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father and then married my mother. Okay, no. No, he did not. Did not do that. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. But he was innocent. I'm still a little confused, not gonna lie. Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone who knows about DL6. Alright, and we're gonna go talk to him. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He shot his dad. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream! I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. The statute of limitations... I get the feeling that he could murder Edgeworth whenever, or, yeah, murder Edgeworth or frame Edgeworth for murder whenever he felt like it. It wouldn't necessarily have to be now, right? I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not getting there. I always just kind of assume there's something I'm not getting rather than an actual plot hole. But what do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disappointing of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Da da da. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. That's scary! Where now? I think... Oh, no, not here. I think we want to go here? No, not here? Ba-ba-ba. 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. No time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, well, never mind. It's not that either. Do we need to present anything to Mr. Grossberg? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? This is the only one that really makes sense, right? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma, why would he have something to do with this? I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. Why would he handwrite a note that might, you know, end up being evidence? That's silly, silly! Silly little guy. You can't do that. I used to see it all the time on court reports. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Oh, man. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know, yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. He's never even been to London? You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I should go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Now we gotta go back to the police station. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. Is that a thing people say? We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now, I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Uh-oh. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too, forgotten cases, rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and head out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Hold on, Maya, I have flavor text to read. It looks like there are files inside this glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Alright, we supposed to look at the open drawer. One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, Unsolved Cases, Evidence. Unsolved Cases? Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to talk to my lawyer friends and be like, do any lawyers ever talk like this? I feel like most lawyers I know are more just like, please, I want to go home. I've been working for so many hours. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. See, I'm not sure. So maybe this is just because I'm, trying to make sense of this completely, monkey trial type thing going on here. But it's like he's on trial for the murder of Hammond, not a murder that happened 15 years ago. We're just going to rope this into it. I guess the same thing happens in Rise from the Ashes, where you're like solving two murders at the same time. So I guess, it's not the only time they do this, right? If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Do we have to present something to him? I think probably this. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh, he's got a taser. A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... I don't think tasers can even get that high. Sorry, I know I'm being very pedantic here. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No. What are you? Oh, she tackles him. She tackles him and gets tased. Maya's just been a meat shield this whole time. Maya, out of my way. Oh, he tased both of them. Never mind. He got us. The letter's gone, of course, and he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. Oh. Aw, I actually feel bad for Maya now. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, poor thing. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 evidence. DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Objection! You're not useless. Objection. If you were useless, then the game wouldn't, use you as a plot device. Okay. We are on now the final day of the trial, and I think this trial section is actually like 2 sections. So it's like we got, 2 sections in one here. So we are going to take a break. Let me throw on some phenomenal tunes. Hey, are those some good phenomenal tunes or what? I encourage you all to take this opportunity to get up, stretch, get a snack, get some water, and we will be back in 5 or 10 minutes. And we'll continue with some more pointing and yelling, with some more detectiving, and we'll be back. Alright, see you guys. Oh, that's not the BRB screen. Let me go to the actual BRB screen. Be right back. All right, we are back, and I went and took my own advice. I had some water, got a little granola bar, and we're back. And I did a little stretch too. And here we go. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to be settled at last, a lot of things. What? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick, I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal! Oh my gosh, how is she electrocuting everyone? Is she a electromancer now as well? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised I've captured our runaway caretaker. Wild Gorgeist in the chat. I brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and it's going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth, again. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be wed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. He's yet to confirm that he was the murderer. Oh yeah, guys, it was totally me. Sorry about that. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left the court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. I am pretty sure we just are supposed to press on everything. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Because I don't think there's anything we can, like, present that's, like, you're really your name. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. Your Honor, the witness is an idiot. Please forgive him. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try. No one's gonna believe that. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. These two guys are dead, so I'm pretty sure it's the second one. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Or nya, 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 nya. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. We should probably save before we forget. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we will compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yup. What? Say what? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. Ah, the greatest Phoenix Wright moment. The greatest Ace Attorney moment. We're gonna cross-examine a parrot. Let's go. No, you're not going to. Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Ha ha ha! Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do so as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, this is the best part of the whole game right here. Let the parrot take the stand. I want to screenshot this, just be like, this is the best thing ever. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's more of a duck than a parrot, huh? Is the parrot going to have a breakdown when we expose her lies? Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Hey, Hunter, you're here for the best part. It's good to see you. Hello. But yes, you are here for the best part. You're just in time. We're gonna cross-examine the parrot. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. And what about me? I appreciate. I'm doing great. I'm having fun with this game. We're having fun cross-examining a parrot. Okay, we gotta save. You need to show the judge that it belongs to Mr. Yogi. Yeah. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Should I? No, it doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no. Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness. Have we forgotten something? Is that the... As I recall, 2 days ago. Have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6! Yep. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello! That's not what you're supposed to say. The bird is not following the script. Forgot something we forgot. Hello! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He retrained the bird, or he used a neuralizer on the bird. That's how prepared he was. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we forgot something? Alright, let's see what the third one is. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Holly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1128! My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker. Yeah, it's... Okay, do we have to press on this? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Yeah, what are we supposed to present? I am totally forgetting what we're supposed to present at this point. Do we present the DL6 file? No, that's not it. Okay. That didn't go so well. Yeah, tell me about it. Nope, not that. Let me look real quick. I just, this is another one where it's like, I've done this before and I just completely forget that, let's see. Ask the parrot with a safe number. Name of Yogi's fiance connected the safe number to the date of the DL6 incident. Okay. Sorry, spoilers, I guess. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? It was on 1228. That's what you're supposed to check. Yeah. So I was actually kind of on the right track, but not 100% right. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? It is on the case summary page. The case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Well, thanks. I'm going to steal your credit card now. That has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. One more, if we can get one more piece of evidence. Okay, yeah, so we do need to press on the other one as well. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Holly, what's your name? Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who's the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Do we have anything about Polly Yogi? After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh, yeah. So it is that one. Yeah, we didn't read it very closely, okay? We're bad at this. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? In the suspect data. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed unalive, you see. Indeed, it does say that. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed unalive. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Well, maybe it does. She's only 7 years old. Okay, you're right, it doesn't. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop, immediately. He ran away again. Oh no, he didn't. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh, he's standing now. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Anakin Sky. No, Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So is it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. What? That was fast. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Oh my gosh. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. What do you mean? You just confessed to murder. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. And apparently he doesn't regret it. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not a murderer. And we have confetti right before we go into yet another trial segment. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. You're being super judgy right now. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Oh, what do I do? I think we object. I actually don't remember what you're supposed to do here. Let's try to object. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt. Oh my gosh, this guy. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations for which ends today. The culprit is me, as he points over to Phoenix Wright. Order, order. Let's save again. I'm pretty sure you can get in an instant death here, so... Or instant guilty, rather. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Because, you know, judges have all the time in the day. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Oh my, this guy's got a bit of a problem here, you know? Yeah. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. I think it would throwing a gun and then it accidentally discharging, would that be manslaughter? I don't actually know. Nick, what are you doing? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. Oh, should we be doing that? Is that the game telling us, please read through the court record? Trapped in elevator, returning from a lost child, 1 bullet found in his heart, murder weapon was fired twice. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. Photograph of the scene of the murder. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, bears ballistic markings. I don't think the metal detector is anything. Misty Faye photo. Gregory Edgeworth. Lot of heart. Yeah, okay. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right? Alright, here we go. Trial number dos. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Avery! Hello, it's so good to see you! What are we objecting to today? Oh, Avery, you missed it. You missed the part where we got to point and yell at a parrot. But don't worry, the VOD will be up there if you want to see me laughing at that. By the way, the VOD channel, do I have exclamation VOD as a command? Okay, exclamation VOD is not a command. I should make that a command. Can I just drop a link to the VOD channel while we're having this discussion? Let me. Yeah. For those who want to watch past streams, let me drop a link to the VOD channel. All past streams are there. So if you ever want to catch up, or if you ever just want to hear me yap for hours on end, the VOD channel's right there. You're sure the parrot did it? The parrot did not do it, unfortunately. The parrot is just... We had to point and yell at the parrot to prove that the parrot's owner was the murderer. That's the idea anyway. But yeah, it's good to see you. We're pointing and yelling at so yeah, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. So Edgeworth tries to confess to a murder that happened, and we're going to prove that it wasn't actually him, even though he thinks it was him. It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Also, Wild Knackley in the chat. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. I hope I didn't just blow your ears out. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, we went through a lot of dialogue there, so let's save. There was a single gunshot. I'm pretty sure that's the thing that the gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream... To this day, yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. One part of that testimony that contradicts the evidence. Yeah, Doesn't this say... One bullet found in the heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. Yeah. Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Hang on, he lost his memory, but this echoes in his mind. He says that he's had a nightmare every night, and he thought it was a nightmare until he just suddenly, 15 years later, had an epiphany and realizes it was actually a memory of the murder, I guess? That's what it tries to say, yeah. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? I think so, yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. As long as I save first. What? Impossible! Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Oh, there's a hole in the window you can see. There's a hole in the window. Yeah, this one. Look at this photograph! How many times have I made that joke? Bad news. I'm gonna keep making that joke. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Guess what? What is it, Avery? Do you have good news? I want to hear good news, Avery. So let me get this straight. Every time you make that joke, it makes me laugh. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Avery. Every time I make the joke, it makes Avery laugh. But how did their eyes get so red? And what was on Avery's head? Your Honor, please give a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Right? We want that, right? As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. What was on Avery's head? Thank you for noticing the new haircut. Ah, Avery, I can't even see you through the screen, but I hope you are loving your new haircut. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Yeah, something other than a bullet made a bullet hole in the door. Sure, my guy. And you said the bullet has never been found, which, again, there's no such thing as discovery in this universe, because we've been hiding evidence this whole time, right? However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. When I saw the photograph, every time I do, it makes me laugh. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today right here. Right now! Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I'm pretty sure... Actually, I don't know.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. Ah, Mia. Mia just showing up, giving us the Deus Ex Ghost. Or Ghost Ex Machina. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Ghost attorney, yep. I mean, that's what happens this whole game pretty much. We get bailed out by ghosts. That's what happens. Ghostess X plot device. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer! The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Yeah, I think you'd want to... Yeah, you'd want to hide your evidence, right? You want to hide your murder bullet. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, The reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... the bullet would be proof, right? Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof. It was a special bullet. Okay, that's not the one, clearly. Why would they only take one of 2 shots fired? Oh, right. I'm going to have to... oh no, I've been penalized. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. I mean, crazy is already what happens in this game. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer. Let's see, Avery, what'd you say here? You're using the absence of the bullet as evidence that there wasn't a second shot fired. And you're asking why someone would want to create that impression. Look, nothing in this game makes sense. We've already established this. Yeah. Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. In true Phoenix Wright fashion, going with a complete bluff. 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Your terrible work-life balance condemns you. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. V what? Von Karma. Von Karma? Ta-da! You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there. Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick. Let's find out who his doctor is. Let's find out who his doctor is. This is gonna... It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Yeah, I was wondering, actually. I was wondering why this one thing was still in the court record, and I guess I forgot. I mean, you guys already know. I've forgotten a lot of things, okay? I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much. The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... It's the freaking metal detector. I was wondering earlier, like, why are we still carrying around the metal detector? Like, we used it once and then never again, right? We just still got a metal detector in our backpack. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. It would have been really epic if they'd said, like, he had a... If, like, by some epic foreshadowing, they'd said, like, oh, he has, like, a slump in his right shoulder or something, or his right shoulder is always bothering him. That would have been really epic foreshadowing, but, you know. There's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. This is great. This is comedy right here. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Get metal detected, idiot. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to the testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. I hope that didn't blow anyone's ears out. That wasn't too loud, was it? It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. Yeah. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma, what if I just had, shoulder surgery and now I have a shoulder replacement, huh? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. Yeah, that's how this game works. They don't have to prove anything. We're the one that has to prove everything. I'm the one that does all the work here. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? I'm the one that does all the work around here. Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here is my final proof. I believe it is the ballistic markings on the bullet, right? That's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Let's do surgery on the man right now and pull the bullet out of his shoulder. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Get a doctor in here right now. Someone give me a scalpel. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh. He's not happy about it. He's angry. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Ah, it wasn't his dad. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Ah! The scream he heard was Von Karma. It's the scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Oh, my guy, you're gonna give yourself a concussion if you do that. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. Oh my goodness. 15 years earlier. Oh, here we get the actual, like, omniscient flashback. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Avery, yeah, you're seeing this for the first time. Yep, this is average Ace Attorney behavior right here. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. I wonder if it was the same judge, too. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Dude, I get penalized like every couple of seconds, okay? Just get over it. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. He does not handle setbacks. I mean, I don't think any of the antagonists in this game are known for handling setbacks well, as they resolve all their setbacks with murder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. I was destined to shoot this dude. This is what he's saying. I was destined to shoot that dude. Oh, that's the same graphic that they used with the boat scene. That's interesting. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. I was destined to murder. I mean, earlier, Yogi said, I have no regrets. He confessed to shooting Mr. Hammond and then said, I have no regrets, which is kind of crazy. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Still not a murderer! Oh, and Von Karma's totally a murderer, too. I think I would, under those circumstances, have some regrets. I already have regrets. I haven't even murdered anyone. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. I mean, he's looking sad. Like, is he not getting arrested for being a Motowo? It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. Hold on, I think we do actually have to save one more time. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Gumshoe showed up. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. Oh my goodness, Pacha! Pacha, thank you so much for the raid! Oh, hello, Pacha Raiders. Hold on, let me say hi to everyone real quick. Oh my goodness. Pacha, thank you so much. Oh, why is this not working? Right as I'm trying to. Okay, let me see here. Hello, Pacha. Hello, Trash Cant. Hello, Net Denizen. Hello, Small Dragon. Hello, Mistakes. Hi, Raiders. Oh, it's so good to see you, Pacha. How was your stream? Guys, we actually just solved the case, believe it or not. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we solved the case. So sorry, you missed the part where we interrogated a parrot. You might have missed the part where we got to point and yell and say you were the killer, you crazy guy. But that's okay. That just means we get a raid train, right? You guys, if you stick around, we'll probably be raiding in maybe 10-15 minutes. So you'll get to go on a raid train with us, and that'll be awesome. Hey, y'all. Lada. Y'all were great in there. Pacha, how is your stream? Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? An emotional roller coaster, but you beat the game you were playing. You were playing Naren the Orage Room, which is an indie Thai horror game. A Thai horror game. That's really cool. I have a friend who lives in Thailand. You guys might know I have friends who live in lots and lots of different countries. I have one friend who lives in Thailand. I've never asked him about the Thailand video game industry. To be honest, I don't know if he would know about the Thailand video game industry. We know Miles and Phoenix are in love. I mean, really, the big thing is, I noticed, like, everyone in this game just loves Edgeworth. Like, Maya's in the Edgeworth fan club. Gumshoe is in the Edgeworth fan club. Like, everyone's just like, ooh, Edgeworth, he's so mysterious. That's like everyone in this game. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lada? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. But yes, hello everyone. Thank you so much again for the raid. Yeah, I wonder what the Thai horror game is like too. I'm not much of a horror game person. I don't know. I don't know if it would be very entertaining for me to stream a horror game. It'd just be like, it maybe be entertaining for you guys, but not for me. A Thai horror anime. I don't know about the Thai anime industry either. For the record, my friend who lives in Thailand is a medical student, so he probably knows a lot about the Thai, I don't know, medical biotech, pharmaceutical. I don't know exactly what field he wants to go into, but he probably knows about that, but not about not about video games or anime. I think when you're a medical student, you know, generally speaking, you don't have tons of time to play video games and watch anime. That's why I'm not a medical student. I got all my school done and I'm like, finally, I can play video games. You have formative memories of watching Amnesia: The Dark Descent at 2 a.m. with the lights off so your parents wouldn't know you were awake. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrifying. I used to watch, like, there are some horror games that I have watched, like, Let's Plays of. I remember when Five Nights at Freddy's was really huge. I would watch videos of those, but I would watch it on my phone so that if I ever got too scared, I could just quickly, like, not throw my phone. I did not throw my phone, but I could just quickly put it down. I just quickly put it down so I didn't have to look for a little bit. It involved lots of stealthing and a decent amount of puzzle solving. Interesting. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? This is his face when he plays Thai horror games. That's what he does. Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. Oh, he's been dumped for the second time this game. Oh, what a shame. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Putz, you come along tonight too. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Beyonce is wild. Yeah, the names in these games are great. I mean, just Larry Butts, like, already so much amazing wordplay with that. That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Oh no! Oh no, the callback that we never expected. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38, no way. Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? The wordplay and puns in Ace Attorney are peak. Yeah, there's so much. Something I'm told. I don't speak Japanese, so I cannot confirm this. But I'm told that there's lots of wordplay and puns in the Japanese version as well. That they just kind of had to do their best to translate or to find, like, a good enough equivalent English pun. And, like, it seems like they did a good job, because there's still plenty of wordplay, you know? Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school, when something smells, it's the butts. Yup. I know. Really, Right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Shout out to the localizers, yeah! Edgeworth. You should have told me, Edgeworth. You have withheld vital information this entire time, and I'm very upset about it, okay? Not now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? Wait, so does this imply that the class trial took place on the same day that Edgeworth's dad died? That's a bit of a shame. I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been somewhat of an unsufferable emotionalist. Oh my goodness. Edgeworth. That's not even a backhanded compliment, that's just an insult. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I'd only known, I would have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. And married my own... Okay, I'm not going to make that joke again. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. Oh my gosh, he's having his deep, emotional anime boy moment. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Aw. She's gonna take a picture for us. Hey, photo time. And after that, dinner on me. No problem, Pacha. I got you. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, and that photo will become evidence? Oh my gosh, maybe. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Alright, we still got a little bit more, yeah. 5 a.m. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Is he hungover? Phoenix, you can't do that. It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. And this was before they knew it was going to be a trilogy. Because she's going to get accused of murder at least, like, 3 more times. The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! So, you're leaving. Maya, don't say you're useless. You're the plot device. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. You were an amazing meat shield, Maya. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. I believe... Oh, shoot. Which one is the one we are supposed to show her? Is it the badge? Shoot, that is actually why I saved, because... Actually, let's see what happens if we just show her a wrong one first. Huh? Sorry, Nick, I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh, now that I think I don't understand the evidence either. It's okay, you don't have to try and cheer me up, but one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise. Yeah, okay, so that's the bad evidence. What happens if we do that again, but with the good evidence, which I'm going to have to look real quick. Yes, I do have the wiki open in another tab. Y'all can stop your hating. Let's see. Oh, it's the bullet. That's what it is. All right, let's hold down the B button for a little bit. Baneri in the chat for all you pokey catchers. Yeah, so it's saying, we wouldn't have found this evidence without you, Maya. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, she's got to go find a waterfall to stand under, right? Of course she will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. Oh my gosh. Now she's the one insulting me. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. She needs her training montage? Yeah. And we get nice art. Thanks, Nick. You're welcome, you child. Come back when you get accused of murder again. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Objection! I'm curious, does it show the credits here? Okay, it does show the credits here. Well, yeah, so it's... Oh, we're actually going to get more dialogue in between too, huh? Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo, Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I mean, yeah, I'm also embarrassed when I get too excited about something. I'm like, oh no, am I being cringe right now? Okay, yeah, so I forgot that, like, there was dialogue in the credits. Yeah. Nick, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah, oh, he's gonna get dumped 3 times now. But yeah, this was fun, and we will be going to the second game in the series soon. Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. That's true, you were the tutorial. Not a third time. Yeah. Man, I can getting dumped like 3 times in quick succession. Like, my guy. maybe just take a break for a bit. Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit, yes. You should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh yes, that guy. Weren't you gonna turn it into like a murder hotel? What's Grossberg have to say? Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I don't know, were the days of my youth really like the scent of fresh lemon? Music, shout out to Masakazu Sugimori for writing all these bangers. Phoenix Wright, is he an actor? No, he's the young whippersnapper. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Yes, she's the one that... Oh my goodness. I can't keep up with how fast her text scrolls. Oh, also shout out to Atsushi Mori for the epic sound effects. I'm pleased to announce that The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe Mr. Wright a great deal. And I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know? Yeah, that's why VTubers don't do face reveals. Except for when they do. They can't ruin the kids' dreams. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I don't have time, so I sent her some trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living anyway? She's living in a mountain, and you can't buy trading cards there. What a shame. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, all right? But you know, I stuck into the studio the other day. You're in the studio right now. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Oh my gosh. We got Lotta again. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. No boy of tender age talks like that. Yeah, I mean, that's a running joke in some of the dialogue with him, where he's like, he's way too smart for how old he is. Oh yeah, there was a ghost in the picture, and it was Mia. Aww. Presented by Capcom, who make a lot of good games. And yeah, this is where it's like, you've unlocked the bonus episode. Yeah. You got to see some of that when Small played it a while ago. Nice. A brand new episode has been added. Yes, we will save. And let's just let the intro cutscene play, because why not? This will be this is your teaser for next stream when we play this. By the way, Rise from the Ashes is as long as an entire game all by itself. So Rise from the Ashes will take us a few streams. It's not just going to be a 1-stream thing or 2-stream thing. It's going to be a few streams. I remember when I first played Rise from the Ashes, I was shocked just how long it took. Yeah, there we go. The knife, the vase, the mascot, and the person holding the knife. Dun dun dun. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is until the day that girl showed up. All right, and that's it. That's your teaser for next stream. When that girl showed up, who is the girl? Find out next time on Ace Attorney Ball Z. Let's come to our chatting screen for a little bit. Hey, I want to say one more time before we all head out. I know I said we would raid out in like 10 or 15 minutes, and then it took a little longer than that, but hey, it's fine, that's fine. But I want to say one more time, thank you so much to Pacha for the raid. And I want to say thank you for all the follows. What adventuresome adventures. Thank you for being here too, Avery. Who should we raid? You know, I was thinking of raiding Mia, but she always ends before I do, and so I've never gotten to raid her. Time's a construct, but thanks for the stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I've wanted to raid Mia for a long time, but she always ends before I do. Let's see. Frey is live. I've never raided him. Aki is also live. I've never raided her. You know what? Yeah, let me just check the list again, see if there's anyone else, but if not, I think we'll go raid Aki, because she is a friend of a friend, I guess. Aki is a friend of Jate, who's a friend of mine, so for that reason she's been on my raid list for a little bit. But I've never had the chance to raid her. So we're gonna go say hi to Aki, and we're gonna tell him the Fumery's coming to him. Let me throw in the raid message. These are all global emotes, so you can all use them. And as long as Aki's open for raids, actually, let me. Sometimes people are not accepting raids, so I have to actually check first if they are accepting raids. All right, they are accepting raids. Sweet. Let's go say hi to Aki and tell him the Fumery's come for him. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, you matter. I'm proud of you. Jesus loves you. And I'm just real happy y'all are here. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to say hi to Aki, and have a great day, everybody.